Hi, my name is Taylor Renwick, and this is my third field reflection for EDL 595, Mentoring, Self-Mentoring, and Executive Coaching. Just a quick reminder that I am doing my fieldwork on self-mentoring. The first step of self-mentoring was the self-awareness level. I mastered this level during the time frame of March 1st to March 5th, 2016. During this time frame, I learned more about my strengths, weaknesses, learning styles, and personality type. After I mastered level 1, I proceeded to level 2, self-development. During this level, I formalized expectations and built a plan to collect data in order to alter my behaviors that are limiting my professional success. As mentioned in my last reflection video, I was hoping to respond to professional emails in a more appropriate amount of time. So instead of responding maybe 72 hours or more, I wanted to try to cut that hour down to 24 hours or less. My second expectation was to update and utilize LinkedIn more regularly. I found that to be a pretty useful networking tool that I was not utilizing nor taking advantage of. And during my level 2 experience, I set a timeline as well as a strategy. After mastering level 1 and level 2 of self-mentoring, I eased into level 3. Level 3 is also known as the self-reflection level. During this level, I reflected on what I have learned about myself and my plan so far. I have learned that I am very detail-oriented. I like to analyze information, so the idea of collecting data is awesome. I'm going to love continuing collecting this data and figuring out how I can cut my time down from about 72 hours to 24 hours for responding to emails, and how I can access LinkedIn about once a week instead of once a month. I've also learned that I like to work in advance. I'm not much of a procrastinator, so it's kind of interesting to see that working in advance kind of contradicts wanting to respond to emails. I feel if I were truly as proactive as my strengths and personality tests revealed, that I would have been responding to emails in an appropriate amount of time before having to engage in this self-mentoring program. Something else that I noticed through my reflecting of what I've learned about myself and my plan so far is that I'm going to need to implement my plan daily in order to collect enough data and enough information about when I'm responding to emails, how long it's taking me, and even just what I'm saying. I'm wondering if there's a correlation between my response time and who the email is from. Do I respond to professors and colleagues quicker than I respond to peers, or am I responding to more personal emails quicker than those of a professional nature? So I think that that's something interesting to make note of as I go through the self-reflection and self-monitoring process. Again, during this level, I have formulated a plan to practice my altered behaviors. My plan is on a daily basis. I'm going to go in, read my emails right when I get to work and throughout the day as needed, and I'm going to look at them again right before I leave, and I'm going to jot down the time that the email was sent to me, and then I'm going to jot down the time that I replied to the email. Hopefully I'll get it down to under 24 hours, but this will be really telling if I'm making any progress or if I'm still sitting at that 72-hour mark. So after I've collected a lot of my data, I will be able to engage in level 4, which is self-monitoring. During the self-monitoring stage, I will be able to see if my plan has been working and if I'm going to be able to continue making progress. And if not, I'm going to have to reevaluate steps 1 through 3 and see if I can change my established plan. The goal is to gather reliable data, and if I'm not seeing any reliable data, I'm going to have to make a change. According to page 103 of Dr. Carr's Self-Mentoring the Invisible Leader, it says the key to level 3 is implementing your plan over a period of time and collecting information as it becomes available to you. Once you have collected information, you will sort it and analyze it to make decisions that will put you on a path to success. So I look forward to analyzing all of that data and hopefully put myself on a path to success. But unfortunately, I still have 2 more days until I'm done with my self-reflection page and can fully enter self-monitoring. I will be engaging in self-monitoring for about a week and a half in order to really make sure that my plan is implementing some sort of change. And thank you. That's all I have for today. I look forward to presenting my final field reflection in the upcoming weeks.